Good morning, traders. Welcome to this week's ELLIOTTWAVE Forex and Cryptocurrency Market Analysis webinar. I hope you all had a wonderful week. The market is trending, a lot of trading opportunities, most of the pairs at critical levels. Looks like we are going to have a good trading week. Let's get started. We're going to start with the trade recaps. Those are the setups and forecasts that we had in the last week. We're going to look at how those played out and what we expect going into the new week. All right, so before we get started, if you'd like to contact us, go to our YouTube channel that is called Trading Waves. Under the description of all our videos, you're going to find our contact details. You will also find the links to our social media pages. Let's just go have a look there. So you'll find all our contact details, links to our social media pages, Facebook, Twitter, as well as the link to our website. As I indicated the last time, we are launching a brand new website where all content is going to be user-friendly and easy to use, and especially for members. We're currently in the soft launching the website, and by next week, everything should be fully operational. Now, talking about that, our next course is going to be, I need to make sure of the date here, is going to be in November. Starts on the 29th of November. Those that want to attend the live course, the last one for the year starts on the 29th of November. You can start purchasing the course on the website. It does not make any difference whether you're purchasing it on the current or the new website. All will be still integrated into the same thing. So the advantage for purchasing the course now is that when we actually have the live one in November, you've already watched the course. Then when we have the live one, you can engage, you can ask questions of all the items, of all the modules that you will not have fully comprehended. So that is the advantage. So you can start purchasing your courses now on the website. So that is the website that we have, the ELLIOTTWAVEPrinciple.com. Right, so let's get started. Very interesting outlook on the market this week. The power of wave analysis. Why do I say that? So you're going to see every week, week in, week out, we show you the charts that we forecasted before and after, and you will see that the forecast is almost 90% accurate. So I always have to caution that there's a difference between forecasting and actual trade execution. You can get the forecast 90% right, but the forecast can be about 65, 70%, but that should be enough to make you consistent profits. So let's get started. What have we been looking at over the last couple of days? Let's start with US dollar CAD. So the US dollar CAD setup, and these setups, as we're going to be discussing them, you can refer to them on the previous videos that we've done. So for example, if I'm looking at this one from the 20th of September, this is a US dollar CAD. So this was the forecast. You can go look at that video, go to the timestamps. We've got timestamps on the video, so you can just go and click and see what the forecast was. So this is not done in hindsight. So why do I say there's power in wave analysis? Because you do not only just forecast the next move. You can forecast multiple moves into the future. So for example, this is US dollar CAD. We're forecasting that we're going to have a move up and a move to the downside. And these moves have already played out, both of them. So let's have a look at how this has played out as forecasted. So this is US dollar CAD, and this is how US dollar CAD has played out. Now, how did we know that US dollar CAD was going to break out of this structure, go into the blue box, which is the selling area, and make a move to the downside as forecasted? So this was the forecast, and this is how it has actually played out. Two moves, up and down. So we're currently still forecasting downside. So just note, guys, if we've discussed this pair, I'm not going to repeat it again when we start with the market analysis. So this is the forecast on US dollar CAD. It has already completed all its moves. So we're going to be waiting for the next move. So it looks like we're still continuing to the downside. There is another option here on US dollar CAD. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a look at the actual chart on US dollar CAD. So this is US dollar CAD and how this is play out. So just make note of this alternative as well. So you may find that this has completed all its legs like this, making a three-wave structure here. We're forecasting more downside. Okay, indications are showing us all downside, but it does not just move in a straight line. So watch out for a possibility of this making this structure. If it's making this structure, that means we're going to have another leg to the upside, but we take it one wave at a time. So that's what we're looking at on US dollar CAD. All right, so let's continue with the rest of the structures, and the rest of the pairs and how we forecasted them. So that was US dollar CAD. Look at US dollar pound yen. Now pound yen pinpointed right here. This is where we expected the reversal. If we can look at that at 149.57, we expected pound yen to push to the upside. This has been one of the messiest yen pairs, but we were able to focus that from this point here, we're going to get a move to the upside. How has that one played out? Let's have a look at how it has played out. Okay, so that was the chart before, and this is the chart after on pound yen. So while we're at it, so this, you can see from 149.47, we wanted to get a move to the upside. We're still looking for this one to continue to the upside. So the forecast here is for more, for continuation to the upside. So while we're at it, guys, the cryptocurrency webinar will be on shortly after this. And those that are just watching the video, you can just check out the cryptocurrency webinar on the, or rather the video on YouTube. Amazing focused on the cryptocurrencies, very clear analysis, because there is not a lot of data. I mean, most of the cryptocurrencies are hardly 10 years old, and actually Bitcoin itself, one of the first cryptocurrencies, is just over 10 years old. So there's only 10-year data on the cryptocurrencies. That's why with wave analysis, it's very easy to forecast the cryptocurrencies. So that is CAD yen. This is how we forecasted it. That is going to make a push to the upside. That is over 380 pips to the upside. Let's have a look at the rest. Now, these are charts that are shared for members before the move. So CHF yen. So go and look at how we've been forecasting CHF yen over the last couple of days. So we've been looking for this one to give us a 3-wave structure. We forecasted this move to the downside, forecasted that we're going to get a reversal at the blue box, and we're going to get a move to the upside. Now check how many moves play out. This comes down to the blue box and we make a move to the upside. Let's have a look at how this CHF yen has played out. Amazing setup on CHF yen. Let's have a look at how it has played out after. So I've opened the wrong one, sorry there. Let's open the right one. I'm looking for the CHF yen after chart. All right. So as you can see, CHF yen, this is the setup. We're looking for this one to break down from here and make a move to the upside. Okay, so from around this level, we've been looking for these moves. So all of those moves have already played out, downside and upside. So that was the move before, and this is the move after on CHF yen. Before and after. Okay, so that is CHF yen. Let's look at the rest. Okay, I'm going to try to be quick here because there's been a lot of setups. Almost 90% of all the moves that we forecasted have played out. So this is CADCHF before, CAD yen before. Look at how many this is now. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3. Now 3 moves forecasted, pullback, and then upside. So we're looking for this one to come down here into the blue box and make a push to the upside. Let's have a look at how CAD yen has played out. A very interesting one here. Let's have a look. Now, check where that was. So this was that move. So the forecast was for this to give us this corrective structure, make a move down into the blue box, and get all of these moves. So from 85, 400 pips to 89, 90 is actually 500 pips. So that was a CADCHF before, looking for this one and for this to continue pushing to the upside. That was before, and this is after. Okay, so that is a CAD yen. Right, so let's have a look at the rest. CAD yen. And this is AUD yen. So these are all the yen pairs. So obviously, if we get CAD yen right, we're going to get all of them right. Now look at this one. Focus on the correction. Pinpointed where the correction is going to start and where this is going to continue to the upside. And this is how it has played out on AUD yen. There is the move. There is the corrective structure, and that is the move to the upside. So focused. 3 waves pullback. So focus that the correction is going to start there. We're going to have a 3-wave pullback here from 79.89 to 82. That's over 300 pips easy on the yen pairs. Right, so that's AUD. Right, so let's continue with the rest here. Now let's go to the euro pairs. So this was the forecast on the euro pairs. The euro AUD pair. So if you remember euro AUD, we did not, this, I'm only showing you the forecast for this week. Previously, we focused that euro AUD was going to make a move like this and was going to make a move like that. So in continuation with our forecast, now we're drilling down into the lower time frames here with this pullback that is being expected and a move to the downside. How has that played out? Did we get the pullback and downside as forecasted? That is euro AUD. Let's have a look. So euro AUD, that is the pullback That is a pullback that we're looking for. It played out as an 11 swing sequence WXYXZ, and we'll be looking for this one to continue to the downside as forecasted. Pullback and continuation to the downside. This is continuing from this forecast here. If you look, go to August, where we forecasted we're going to have a move down here. We pinpointing this reversal, and we're going to get a move to the downside. That is the power of wave analysis. You are able to forecast a number of moves, multiple moves ahead. That was the EURAUD. Let's go look at EURAUD and Euro New Zealand are obviously correlated. So here we're focusing that we're going to get a reversal around this level, looking at this one to be making a three-wave structure in A, B, C in the Y degree and downside. This is how this one has played out. We're still expecting that to continue to the downside. That is EURAUD. As you can see, pushed up from here into the blue box as forecasted. We are still looking for this to continue to the downside. Amazing moves there on the euro, on the euros. All right, so let's have a look. EURCAD, similarly, EURCAD, let's have a look. Where did the forecast on EURCAD start? From right here at the top, we expected EURCAD to make a move to the downside. Why were we expecting that move? It was because we've already completed this white degree here in W. That's actually that's actually in the yellow degree. Let's use the correct color there. So you see that there's the move there. Let's make it clear there. So this is the A, B, C there. So look at the whole B, A, B in the white degree. So if you look at that, that is W, X, Y in the blue degree. So after that, we're focusing that we're going to get a move to the downside. We made a move, we pulled back, and then we're coming down here. So let's have a look at how EURCAD has played out. Now, these are all just for this week, all just for this week. Pullback. We are now already, we've already made such a big move to the downside. From 1598, we already are down at 1.44. That's over 600 pips down on EURCAD in just 2 weeks. That move started over around the 20th of September. That was the forecast. So we are currently down 600 pips. That is EURCAD. We're going to go through that in detail shortly when we start with the analysis. That is how that has played out. So EURCAD and PoundCAD, obviously the same pair. You have to choose one between the two. So that was PoundCAD. Let's have a look before PoundCAD, and this is PoundCAD after. Look at that. Similar structures, correlation followed to the pip. So look at that one. That is a move from 176. We're currently down at 170, also 600 pips, just like EURCAD. Right. All that in just a matter of a couple of weeks. Now, one of the amazing trade setups was New Zealand Cad, right? So New Zealand Cad, let's have a look here. This is the chart before. So this is New Zealand Cad before, and this is New Zealand Cad after. Let's have a look at New Zealand Cad. Right, so 3 moves, right? So look at that. So first of all, we focused that we're going to get a move to the upside here, and we're going to get a move to the downside. I'm going to show you all 3 charts, 2 before charts and the chart after. So that is the chart after. Okay, so let's take you through the sequence. So the first forecast was that we're going to get a move to the upside. Second forecast was that we're going to get a move down to the downside as follows, playing out the corrective structure there. So let's have a look. So this was the first one. EURCAD expecting a move to the upside. That is how that one has been focused. We get that move. After that, we expect that we're going to get a move to the downside. You see how we track this. So these are updates that we make every day. So on a daily basis, we update the charts twice a day before the start of the London session and during the New York session. Look at that. We focus on that move, and we focus on that we're going to get that move. We are still expecting continuation to the downside into the coming week. Right, so that's New Zealand Cad, amazing one there. So that's how that has played out. Let's go now to CADCHF. Similarly, this is a CAD pair. So we understand that if all the CAD pairs are pushing to the upside, we expect that the CADCHF will push to the upside as well, just like CAD yen. So that is the move to the upside here on up to 74 as far as CADCHF is concerned. Let's have a look at the chart after. Okay, so that is CADCHF. Right, that's how that has played out. It has been a slow setup here. We don't like these slow ones, but nonetheless, that is the forecast. We've got that forecast there on CADCHF. All right, so that's CADCHF. Platinum, look at how we focus on platinum, the 3-wave corrective structure and the move to the upside. Let's play it out. How is this playing out? So the reason why I'm showing you this is so you can look and understand the power of wave analysis. These are not just numbers here. These are cycles and sequences, and we understand how this integrates with the indicator in order for us to get trade setups. So this is the blue box on platinum, and now we got the move to the upside. We're still expecting a bit more upside. I'll update that shortly when we start with the market analysis. Right, so that was platinum. Brent crude oil. Now look at Brent crude oil. Since we forecasted Brent crude oil right here at the bottom at about 75, okay, so at 75. So if we go back also to around mid-September, we were looking at this structure, looking for Brent crude oil to push to the upside. And if you go back to 23 August, this was our blue box, okay? That was a blue box forecasting a move to the upside to the 80s. Now let's just have a look at just this week. We've already got this one up to around 83. That is Brent crude oil, expecting continuation to the upside, Brent crude oil. So that was Brent crude oil. So this was the forecast here. It was the forecast here, expecting this to go all the way to the 80s. So that was Brent crude oil before, and this is before, and this is after. Okay, so that's how we forecasted that. Right, so that's Brent crude oil. Now the cryptocurrencies, I'm just going to show you Bitcoin. For the rest of the cryptocurrencies, go and watch the cryptocurrency video. And if you're attending live, you can just wait for the cryptocurrency video. Look at Bitcoin focused on the 1 hour here and what we're expecting. The current move that you see on Bitcoin, we have seen that coming. So we've been looking for this correction that started around the beginning or the first week of September to push to the upside in 5 waves. And look at how that has played out. I'm not going to show you the rest. You'll see the rest in the cryptocurrency webinar. So that was Bitcoin before. And the current move to the upside, you've seen that we've already reached 55,000. We've already hit the previous highs at 52,000. We're currently expecting just a corrective structure and continuation to the upside. Are we going to see new highs on Bitcoin, new all-time highs? Remember, the all-time highs is 64,000 on Bitcoin, and it looks like we are well on our way for new highs as far as Bitcoin is concerned. All right, so those are the charts before and how they've played out. So I did not show you everything, guys, so because we're doing an analysis on over 52 pairs every single day. We update them twice a day on the 1 hour charts. So you can imagine how much that is. Right, so if you like what we do, please subscribe to the channel. If you've not already done so, give us a thumbs up. That means like the video so that more people can get the content. Let's get started with this week's analysis. We're going to start with the DXY and the Euro. So the theme is still the same as far as the DXY and the Euro. I'm going to show you the daily chart here. Okay, let's show you the daily chart that we've got here on the website, and what we've been expecting here is not played out as yet. Let's have a look at it. Right, so let's start with the DXY. So the DXY daily chart, you know what we're expecting here. We are looking for these to complete here so that we can get a continuation to the downside. Okay, so we've been looking for this as a wave 4. Are we going to get a reversal here? That's what we're expecting. We're currently trading within the blue box. I'm going to go down now here onto the live chart so you can see where the blue box is. So we've got the blue box here trading into the blue box. We're currently within the blue box here, so we're looking for that to reverse at current levels. So we'd already reached the blue box previously, but the structure is still showing us that we're going to be in the blue box and we're going to expect a reversal. So that's what we're still expecting as far as the DXY is concerned. Let's have a look at the lower degree. Now looking at the lower degree, okay, now looking at the lower degree, we're still expecting this to, we can get a one more move to the upside here, but we are within the blue box. We're expecting this to make a reversal. Now the inverse is the same on Euro US dollar. We're expecting Euro US dollar to make a reversal and push to the upside. So we're currently here starting to make what looks like an ending diagonal. We can get one more down and then we can get a reversal there as far as the Euro is concerned. It's exactly the same chart between the Euro and the DXY. These are just the inverse of each other. So if I show you the daily chart on the Euro, you'll see that we've been expecting the same. So that is the inverse there. We're expecting for this to make a reversal around this level and make a push to the upside. Let's see how that's going to play out. So let's have a look in the lower degree. Similarly, we're actually on the lower degree here on the 4 hour. I'm just going to switch this off here. Let's switch off so we can see only the structure. We're currently here, so we may get one more down here and we start making an ending diagonal and we start again making that reversal. So we're waiting for the indicator to confirm the reversal there. Okay, so that is euro and the DXY. Pound US dollar. Right, so pound US dollar. So there's this likely possibility for pound US dollar. Let's have a look at this one here. So pound US dollar, we can get this one pushing to the upside as follows, but we've already made an impulse. We can consolidate here, make a push to the upside back to this level. That will give us that structure before we see continuation to the downside. Let me just show you the chart and what the chart actually looks like on the 4-hour. Very interesting one on pound here, pound US dollar. So that is the structure that is possible here on pound yen. We can even break the previous high. If we break the previous high there, that means we're going to have an expanding flat, but we're expecting this one to start pushing up higher with the euro. Okay, so we're still consolidating here. Let's see what we're going to get there. Not clear at this stage, but that's the structure we are expecting. Let's go through them in a sequence. Let's look at the US dollar CAD. Now, US dollar CAD, you've already seen this one during trade recaps. Still expecting this one to make a continuation to the downside. We forecasted that this was going to make a push to the upside, and this one is going to make a continuation to the downside. Look for continuation patterns here on US dollar CAD. We've already gone through this one. Expect continuation to the downside. We can go to US dollar CHF now. Go to US dollar CHF. So US dollar CHF is making this what looks like a corrective structure here in 3 waves, purple ABC. Okay, we've got an impulse here, a correction, and an ending diagonal. Looks like we're going to have a reversal here. Are we going to have a reversal? As we're expecting the DXY to reverse, we're expecting same of US dollar CHF, move to the downside. Wait for that confirmation for a move to the downside. Okay, then let's go back here to AUD as well as New Zealand. Let's have a look at AUD and New Zealand. So these moves that we're focusing here are not yet confirmed. So we've got to move to the upside. We've got a pullback here. We're expecting this one to make a continuation to the upside. Okay, so that is AUD US dollar. So same structure as New Zealand. We're expecting upside here on the 4-hour. We just want to get that confirmation. This one can make a move here, one more down, and then we can make a push to the upside. But essentially, we're expecting reversal at current levels across all these pairs. Let's have a look here. I'm just going to show you the New Zealand setup here on the daily. Okay, so this is what we have on the daily. So we're going to be expecting the New Zealand to have made a pullback and make a push to the upside, at least back to around 73. Right, so there's a possibility that we could be making simply a move down here in W, a move back here in X, and continuation to the downside. But we're not too concerned about the move to the downside here. So we're expecting just one more up here, so we can then make a decision when we get to that level. Possibilities are that we can get this one consolidating here, take the low here, and we still get the move to the upside. So we wait for that confirmation around these levels. So that is New Zealand as well as AUD. US dollar ZAR. Okay, so now looking at US dollar ZAR, let's have a look here. We are making a corrective structure here in 3 waves, 1, 2, 3. So we'll be expecting this to make a move to the upside as well. So that is US dollar ZAR. Pound yen, we've already gone through this one during trade recaps. You've seen how we focused the move to the upside. So there's a possibility for pound yen to give us a similar structure to that of pound US dollar, wherein this can go and take this top here, giving us a structure like this. So let's watch out for that move. This is an alternative, 1, 2, 3, and a move to the upside. So for now, we just want to see what happens when you get to 154 on pound yen. Right, US dollar yen. Right, so let's have a look here. Let me show you the structures on the yen pairs. Let's go to the yen pairs now. So quicker when I just show you the charts here and the structure on US dollar yen. So 1, 2, 3, we're expecting a pullback here on US dollar yen and continuation to the upside. This is a 4-hour, so we're expecting this one to make a continuation to the upside. That is US dollar yen. So we can get, so this is where we are now currently, exactly where we are right now. We can make a pullback here to make a flat correction here before we make a continuation to the upside. Possibilities are that this could be all the correction, and if it is all the correction, that means we're not going to see that one more down, but this is just going to continue to the upside. But the bias is all upside. Euro yen, I want you to see the daily chart on Euro yen so you can see the perspective here. So this is the daily chart here. So we're expecting Euro yen to make a continuation to the upside. But basically what we're looking for is for this 3-wave structure in the red degree to play out. We're currently here, and I'm going to go down to the 4-hour to see that we're focusing that we're going to make a move to the upside. Okay, so this leg here is not done, as you can see here with the green degree. We're just looking at this as 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 to make this bigger corrective structure. Are we getting that upside? Because this upside should confirm the structure. So we need to confirm the upside here as far as the indicators are concerned. So it looks like we are getting that. So we've got a 3-wave pullback, getting a move to the upside here on Euro Yen. Let's see what happens. We need to break out of this structure because at that level, we can still get this. Still get that before making a move to the upside. That means a correction there before we make a move to the upside. But we're not worried about that for now. We just want to see this get to this level. Right, Chief Yen as well. You've seen Chief Yen during trade recaps. So Chief Yen, we've already made the 3 waves here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, you've seen this forecast here. We've broken out of this level. We're looking for this to consolidate and continue to the upside. Right, so Audi Yen, you've seen this one also during trade recaps. On CAD Yen, or rather Audi Yen, we simply want this first to get back to this level. Okay, so that level will also be the 50% of this level here. So we want to see this one get back to around 84. Okay, so that would be an A, that would be a B. Would it be a C here before we get a move to the upside? For now, we're not worried about this. We just want to continue with the leg here. When we get to this level, we'll make a decision. We'll get confirmation whether we get a reversal or continuation. New Zealand Yen, expect New Zealand Yen to continue to the upside. Let me show you the chart here on New Zealand Yen on the 4-hour. Let's have a look here. Right, so this is New Zealand Yen. So we're making this corrective structure here. We're looking for this one to make a push to the upside. So we're assuming that this corrective structure is already completed here with this leg here, and whatever is happening here is the start of the move to the upside. Okay, so that is New Zealand Yen. Right, so last one is CAD Yen. You've already seen this one during trade recaps. You've seen this one during trade recaps. Let's just show you the chart before. It's actually the latest one, updating that we're going to get this leg here on CAD Yen. Continuation to the upside, as you can see, that is CAD Yen. So we're looking for that to make a continuation to the upside. So that means this has been all the correction as far as CAD Yen is concerned, and we are now looking for more upside. Okay, we're looking for more upside. Right, gold. So we're expecting US dollar yen to make a continuation to the upside. So it's only, we know that there's correlation between US dollar yen. If you didn't know, now you know. There's correlation between gold and US dollar yen. So we're expecting gold, US dollar yen to continue pushing to the upside. We expect gold to make one leg lower, even if it is at least to come and retest this leg here. Let's see what happens here. So we've got what looks like a corrective structure here, and we're going to be looking for this one to make a move to the downside. Okay, so let's see what we get there. So possibilities are, no, it's actually this structure. That's a corrective structure, very clear one. So let's see if we're going to get that move in this coming session. Wait for that confirmation on this correction on gold. Right, silver. Same, has made a 3-wave structure here, silver. We'll expect this one to make a continuation to the downside. 1, 2, 3. Then we'll be looking for this to continue to the downside. Platinum, you've seen this one during trade recaps. Slight move to the upside, but it has also made a 3-wave structure. We need to see if we're not going to have any signs of reversal, because that's edge cities is a 3-wave structure. Otherwise, if we get consolidation here, then that's going to change into a 5-wave structure. Okay, so let's track that one and look for confirmation. Brent crude, you've already seen this one during trade recaps. Nothing has changed as far as Brent crude is concerned. It's a parabolic move to the upside. No new analysis here. I expect this to trade higher in the next week as well. Pound Audi, you've seen this one during trade recaps. Expect this one to continue lower. Okay, you've seen the move on EURAUD. EURAUD is already here. As far as this structure is concerned, EURAUD is already around this level. We're expecting Pound Audi to also continue down to that level. Okay, so if I'm going to jump here now to EURAUD, but let me go through it in the sequence. We're going to get to EURAUD. So we're expecting that to continue to the downside. Pound New Zealand, correlated to Euro New Zealand, has made a corrective structure here. We'll be expecting these to start making a move to the downside now. There's made a nice 3-wave structure. Even if we do push one more up here, we're expecting eventually a move to the downside. Pound CAD, you've seen this during trade recaps. Nothing has changed here. Let's look at the daily chart here. So we'll be expecting a deeper pullback from current levels. Okay, So we'll be expecting a deeper pullback from current levels as far as pound CAD is concerned. Okay, so let's watch out for that. Okay, so that is a pound CAD, pound CHF. Pound CHF still making this consolidation here. I'm on the daily here. Is this going to give us another leg to the upside? So if we look at pound CHF, I'm on the daily here, so we can get this one coming down here. The structure can change as follows. We can have this one as a running flat here. Then we have this, let's do it like this. Then we'll have had this impulse correction here and a move to the downside. So pound CHF can still be making a move to the downside. So I'm going to go down here into the 4 hour and see this move and look at the 4 hour to confirm that we're going to get this leg here. Let's go down 4 hour. So as you can see here, the reason why we've got a setup here for downside on pound CHF is because the higher degree structure is showing us that we're going to see more downside. If you remember, we focused that move on pound CHF from right here at the top. So pound CHF and euro CHF, we focused on those moves to the downside. So still expecting continuation to the downside. So you can see that the CHF is showing some strength. That's why CHF yen will also push to the upside. Let's go to the euro pairs. Now looking at the euro pairs, let's update this euro structure here on the daily. So if you look at this structure on the daily, simple structure really. If you look at this in the purple, 1, 2, 3, then we're looking for this one to have made a running flat. It has broken the low here and it's now continuing to the downside. We should see this continue to the downside. Now, if you want to see where that comes from, you see that we've got a B wave here. That is an expanding flat and a move to the downside. So that's A, that's B, that's C. It's actually a WXY structure. It's 3 waves, 3 waves, and 3 waves. And then we're looking for this consolidation and downside. All right. Okay, so that is euro pound, euro New Zealand, similar to euro New Zealand. We want to see this make a continuation to the downside. Okay, we want to see this continue to the downside. We are looking at this to have made a move like that, and we look for continuation to the downside. But looking at how pound New Zealand has not started the drop yet, there's also this possibility. Let's watch for this possibility as well. 1, 2, 3, and for this to make one up here, then it would have made this corrective structure. Then we start seeing downside. Okay, so we'll be watching for this. So wait for that confirmation, whether we're going to get one more up or we're going to just go down straight here. Either way, the move, the bias is downside. EURAUD. Okay, so EURAUD, as you've seen, this is correlated to pound AUD. Okay, so I'm on the daily here. Let's have a look here. So EURAUD have indicated on pound AUD that this is already come down to this level. Let's go to the 4 hours so you can see. So pound AUD, I was looking at it on the 4 hours, so I want you to see EURAUD on the 4 hour as well. So pound AUD is still around here, so we're expecting this one to also we're expecting pound AUD to also get to this level, make a similar structure. So this one is still showing us continuation to the downside, at least back to this level. Will this be the 3-way structure, or are we well on our way to get this level? As long as we keep getting corrective structures here, we'll be looking for more downside on EURAUD. EURCAD, you've already seen this one during trade recap. I'm not going to repeat this one, still showing continuation to the downside. We're going to expect a deeper corrective structure there. Deeper pullback on EURCAD. Euro CHF, similar to pound CHF. So Euro CHF, a couple of days back, we focused that it was going to reverse from that level. We're still seeing continuation to the downside here. We should at least break this low here on Euro CHF. All right, so those are the euro pairs, the crosses. Now, looking at the crosses, we have been looking at AUD New Zealand for the last couple of days. If you go back to all the videos and you just keep clicking on the timestamp and on AUD New Zealand, you'll see that we've been expecting this to reverse down here at the blue box, pinpointed right at the blue box. This is a similar move that we're expecting on the DXY and the euro. We've already made an impulse. Any consolidation here, we can look to trade this to the upside, even as far back at the parity level at 1 between AUD and New Zealand. So that is the daily chart. So you cannot go and buy at current levels. You should have got that one from the blue box. So if you didn't get it from the blue box, wait for new entries. It gave an entry here on the 4 hour, okay, but we're still expecting more upside. So there was an entry here on the 4 hour. Looks like we're going to get another one here. We may get a consolidation here and look for more upside. Wait for that confirmation. Do not just enter. Right, AUDJPY, you've seen this one during trade recaps. Nothing has changed, still continuing to the downside. Still expect more downside. So we focused on this one, that we're going to make a move to the upside and make a move to the downside. I think I showed this one last week. Let's see the rest here. AUDJPY. Now with the chief showing weakness, rather some strength on the chief, expect this to continue downside here. So we'll be looking for this one to have made 1, 2, 3 down here, 1, 2, 3 up here. Expect this one to come down similarly with a move to the downside. It may be slow, but that's the move that we're expecting here. On this one, WXY corrective structure here, then we'll look for this to the upside. We're not worried about this for now. We're looking for this one structurally. We can see that we're going to get the next move to the downside. New Zealand Cad, same. New Zealand Cad, we'll be looking at this structure. Perfect trade setup there. 3 up, 3 down, so rather 5 up, 5 down. What am I saying? 5 up, 3 down, and 5 up. So that is a structure here with a leading diagonal here. Can you see the leading diagonal with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves. Pull back in 3. Pulsing move here. You cannot see the 5 waves clearly here, but that's 5. ABC corrective structure here. And we're looking for this one to make a move to the downside as follows. That's why we got that one coming down. Still expecting continuation to the downside. The move to the downside is not over yet. New Zealand chief, expect this to continue to the downside. Again, the chief is strong. Expect continuation to the downside where the chief is a quoted pair. CAD is also, now the CAD is pushing up higher because of oil. So I've been expecting that this will make a 1, a 2, a 3, and then a drop, but there's no longer divergence here on the RSI. The divergence has been invalidated. We've been looking at this one to be making divergence here, but as you can see, there's no longer divergence because the RSI is well above there now. So the least we can expect is a pullback together with oil and for this to continue to the upside. We're not going to see that downside anymore. Right, let's have a look at the indices. Indices, we did say that we're going to have a deeper correction. Now the question is whether this is all the correction that we were expecting and if we're going to see more upside. So consolidation around this level, we'll see more upside, but there's also this possibility that we see a bit of a push to the upside and we come back down here before we push to the upside. I would like this one very much because then around this level will be another opportunity to trade it to the upside. That is the S&P 500, the Dow Jones Industrial, showing some strength, but again, can also be 3 waves down, 3 wave pullback, 1 more down, and then upside here. Then we get A, B, C, and then upside there. Okay, so that's what we're looking at, and we're looking for a move to the upside. That is the Dow Jones Industrial. Transportation, similar. Okay, so transportation could be coming here in 3 up. This is 1, 2, 3, just to show you what I mean by 3 up. This is another 1, 2, 3. And we're looking for another 1, 2, 3. So at least back to this level, we can get a structure like this as far as the Dow Jones Industrial is concerned. We move down here and then upside. Right. Nasdaq has also made a 3-wave structure. Is this the end of the move? Does not look like it. Let's wait for this consolidation here. We can get back to this level here. We can still get here and make a 3-wave structure as follows. Okay, very likely that this is a possibility before we make a continuation to the upside. That is the Nasdaq UK 100. So the UK 100 is clear. We've got an impulsive move here. We've got 3-wave pullback here. We're going to see more upside here as far as the UK or 100 is concerned. The DAX. Okay, so the DAX has also made a deeper pullback. Remember, we focused on the deeper pullbacks on the indices 2 weeks back or 3 weeks back. So is this what we're going to get here on the DAX? Let's see with that confirmation for more upside. The Nikkei. So the Nikkei structure, remember we focused on the Nikkei that we're going to get an impulsive move on the Nikkei from here. We expected it to go even higher, but the structure has changed slightly like this. If you look at this one here, that impulsive move, we got the indicator confirming we're going to get a move to the upside. But remember, the indicator is only telling us what the next move is going to be. It does not tell you what the structure is. Now we need to adjust the structure. 3 down, 3 up, 5 down. What is that? A classic case of a regular flat with 335 structure. So we've got this one here, looking for this one to continue downside, take the low here and make a reversal around this level. That is the Nikkei. And lastly, the Nifty. Nifty parabolic move to the upside. There's no new analysis on the Nifty until we see signs of reversal. We're going to keep seeing the Nifty pushing to the upside. And that's all for this week, guys. If you like what we do, drop us that like and hit that bell notification button as well so that you can get a notification next time we upload a video. Check out the crypto video immediately after this. Have a great weekend, guys. Trade responsibly. See you next week, same time, same place. Cheers, everybody. Bye-bye.